Hello, welcome to Woodline Tracking. Today we're going to talk about another thing to prepare for what's coming, and it's having local communications or your own communications. Because if I was a betting man, I would bet one of the first things a bad actor will take out is cell phones, internet, or at least impact it so, well, it does not work all the time and it's not as dependable. So that means you have to have another way of communication with your local community, the guys in your tribe, whatever you want to call it. The best way to do that, in my opinion, is 2-meter radio. Yes, you do need a license. It's not tough. I would have got my license. Go get your license, okay? I'm going to tell you what works, exactly what works, what don't work, and how you can make this work for your team. Basically, everybody has these bullfrags. They're not bad. They work good for the money. But these walk-ons or these $100 to $200 radios, they're a much better radio. They transmit places where this one can't transmit. They receive where this one can't receive. There's a big difference between a $120, $150 radio to a $20 radio. Not saying you probably should own both, but you want to get them. You want a handful of these, and you want good antennas. You want, like J-pole roll-up antennas. You want good antennas. We've had some videos in the past that we went over antennas, but antennas are key over all this. Over wattage anything, the antenna is key. Next thing you want to get is a call mount magnetic antenna that you can screw into this. So that gives you a mobile antenna that works good in a car, so you can use tactics for, you can do what is called a wearing tactic. That's where you pop up, you transmit here, or you receive here, and you disappear. So those are good. That way you can also communicate back home. The biggest thing you want to get is a home base station, like a 50-watt base station, 2-meter, 70 centimeter in base station. You want an antenna up on your house. You want your antenna to be at least 25 to 40 feet in the air. The higher the better. On all these antennas, the higher the better. And you want to get that. You also want to get one that will do crossband repeat. That's where I could transmit from this cheap little radio to my base station, like on 70 centimeter, and it'll send it out on 2-meter to everybody. Now, I'm here to tell you, here in Central Ohio, I can talk on my base station to another base station 50 miles away. Clear. So you do have good range. There's no reason why you can't get range. Even if you can't string the base station, you can get a J-pole, screw it into one of these, throw it up a tree, and I've talked 35 miles to a base station using this with an antenna or J-pole throwed up 20 feet in the air. They all will work. It's just you have to get it's not like a cell phone. You have to find good spots. Just because this spot might not work good because somebody's blocking you, maybe you only move 10, 15 feet that direction and it'll work beautifully. But only way you'll do this is by trying it out, getting proficient with it, and learning how to use it. And don't be scared of it. I'm tired of everybody's scared of everything. They're scared, if I key up, we'll have a mister come, or they'll find me. And just be men, have faith in God, stand for the truth, and use it for communication. But you have to use good SOPs. In our handbook, we go over communication of the techniques about avoid from being detected, how you should transmit, all that kind of stuff. It is effective. They used it. They use it in Ukraine. Okay, so figure it out. The thing is you can't wait until the crap hits the fan and figure this out. It needs to be figured out now. You need to set up local communication, check-ins, and you guys need to form a local net and just transmit back and forth. Simprex, not using repeaters. Now you can use repeaters. Most repeaters are controlled by preppers, so that there's a good chance repeaters are going. But you should try to walk off a Simprex. That's radio to radio. I'm telling you, there's no reason why you can't have local communication along you're not in the mountains of a local county, a normal sized county, and be able to talk to everybody in your group. And if you want to use repeaters, you can use them too, because a lot of times they're all conservative preppers too. So I urge you, get a good base station, get an antenna up, get a couple get at least get a good walk on or whatever, and then get a couple of handheld bullfangs that are disposable. You can give to your neighbor if you need to. Get good antennas, learn how to use them, get a radio plan up. Use the radio plan now with your community and your buddies. Have a local time when you check in together at night at a certain frequency, and you all can talk about what's going on, talk about whatever, all right? It is great fun. Think of it as the hillbilly internet or the hillbilly Facebook, okay? So I urge you to get the bugs worked out, because it is not as easy as you think, and you'll spend time getting the bugs worked out, but when you get them going, it'll be wonderful, and you have local comms that'll be hard for them to detect and hard to block. All right? Remember, time may go on, but your life may not.